Hello everyone, welcome back to another FSD Beta video. We are doing our downtown test today. We are on 69.25.1. So we got the minor update or the update fixes. Not really sure there's anything new. There's no actually updates on the release notes. So we are on 44.30.5 though. So that's the software update. It feels very good to be on latest updates right now. I just want to make sure this thing is going to... Alright, let's hit continue trip. We've got our waypoint in already. And if you haven't done yet, please go ahead and like my video and subscribe to my channel. It'll help me a lot. So we're going to start our downtown test with our usual, the 4-lane cross. Update on the weather. Weather is very good right now. It's very dry conditions. Highways are very clean and even streets are clean. So it should stop now. So as you can see, there are many cars coming up. All right, so it should commit if it wants to go. Okay, very good. So that car was really slowing down to kind of enter our intersection. And we shouldn't really stop here. This is an intersection, so I'm going to give it a push. Yeah, not really sure why it wants to do that. Okay, so once you enter an intersection, you have to clear the intersection. That's very important, so that you can let other traffic through. Luckily, there is nobody behind me. I was monitoring that, so I was waiting to see if FSD is gonna actually pull ahead, but it didn't. And they're very, very harsh brake here. And yeah, we can still see that there's still awkwardness in tight roads or internal roads when there's incoming traffic. A lot of swaying left and right to try and position itself. Yeah, really hope we can get those narrowed down into and we should be going down to 30 over here. Here we go. This is a school zone, so have to reduce our speed. We're coming up to the stop sign over here. There's a bunch of traffic coming up on the left hand side. As you can see here on the visual, we've got another car coming up and it should be clear after that. So we should get the creep and the commit for the turn. Nicely done. So I'm anticipating very good performance because of the conditions we are in. Everything's clear. We can see in front of us. Lanes are very visible. So I'm hoping this will be a nice reset for FSD. And, you know, I'm hoping we can get really good stats on this. Very low disengagements and interventions. Alright, so we should be going through here. Very hesitant on this bike lane. Whenever it's visible, it always struggles with this. Alright, so I'm going to disengage over here and put in our second destination. Just going to park here on the side. FSD is engaged again. Very good positioning because of the bike lane over here. It's a little bit too close to that side there. It's gonna hit that little bit of mud. It does actually adjust in the end. It's very clear right now on the right. There is a car coming, but it's far away. Nice commit. And just an update on the speed limit. I am actually +5 on the autopilot speed limit. So for example, if we have a speed limit of 40, we're doing 45 now. So I'm very comfortable with that since conditions are great. A very nice slowdown for that person who's crossing the street. Alright, and we should be heading off straight from here. Okay, we've got the green light. The car starts accelerating. I did notice with the last couple of updates, the takeoff from an intersection on the green light is very slow. And you've got some hesitancy. Sometimes pressing on the accelerator and then pausing and then pressing and pausing. So we should be creeping forward a little bit more into the intersection here just to make it a natural turn. And then yeah, we're doing this awkward thing where we take the first lane over here. I've heard, you know, I've read comments on my previous video on the downtown loop that this is the correct way of doing it. I just find it a little bit awkward. It shouldn't really turn to the first one, and we know there's a lot of cars parked over there. Could be able to see it, so we should be able to avoid it. And then here we go, we've got the green light. And then we should be starting to make our move here to turn to the right lane. Let's see how FSD Beta is going to deal with that. Very nicely done. I think that's a very good move. It should follow through with the right turn here. Come on, you can do it. Nope, not comfortable to do it. Sure. The bus was giving us space even for us to take that right, but so we've got 500 meters. We should be able to squeeze ourselves over here. Come on, you can do it. Yeah, there we go. We've got the indicator, and then we've got the right turn over here. Oh, I mean the next intersection. Sorry about that. Very nicely handled the way it slowed down for that bus. And here we go. We've got the indicator to go right. We should be able to do this right. Okay, very good. Green light. Pedestrian on our side. No issues with that. No interference with FSD. Awesome. Really like this. Alright, and a big slowdown here for that car. We are signaling to do this right turn over here. There are pedestrians crossing over there. They're highlighted in blue. That means we are waiting for them to make their move. As they are crossing, they still haven't even crossed. They're halfway through, and we're able to drive through that. Amazing. Really good. Really love that performance. Very human-like. Very human-like. This is really good. And we should be coming up to our destination over here. So I am going to disengage, and I'll plug in our next one. And it wants us to do a right turn, so I'm going to help it out over here. And then engaging FSD. Nicely done. Okay. And then there's a parked car over here, and it's choosing this left turning lane over here, and it's stopping for that vehicle, I think. Yes, it does. Oh, wow. That's very nice. As you guys know, FSD Beta is super polite. Alright, so we've got the green light. We should be able to take this turn over here. Whoa, and it's... Wow, what a weird behavior. I've never seen it do that before. Okay, it just cut across. We are going to take a right turn, so I was wondering why, like, it probably did that because it wants to just cut across to the other side. Interesting. Very interesting behavior. Alright, so we've got the green light and we're off. Very good acceleration this time around. And then a little bit of hesitancy. We're like stalling around 30. Not sure why. I guess because there's traffic in front of us that is stopped and not moving. So okay, we should be taking this right over here. Alright. It does choose the first lane, and then it switches over to the left lane. I've seen that behavior done before, even in winter conditions or like in snow conditions. Not really sure why it does that. I think it's just because of the blocked lane ahead of us. It tends to stop behind the stop line here, but it's actually accelerating a little bit now, and very interesting. It's like pulling forward a little bit. And it's doing it so slowly. Very interesting. Oh wow. And then a bigger pull ahead. This is all by itself. Like, I'm not tapping on the accelerator or anything. Very interesting. We've got the green light. Let's see a nice acceleration over here. Come on, buddy. You can do it. Nice, okay. It's kind of a little bit awkward there, and then it's doing this thing over here where it thinks that it needs to go through this, but then it changes again. And then we are going right over here. So there's, in terms of behavior of FSD, I see a lot of this now. During turns, it's not sticking on the proper lane. It's kind of like cutting across to the other one whenever it needs to. It's very interesting. I haven't really seen this, or maybe I didn't notice it because of just the snow and all the covered lanes. So yeah, that's interesting. I think that's new, and yeah, we should be able to pull ahead a little bit closer here to the stop line in front of us. It tends to do that every now and then. I'm okay with it. Okay, good acceleration over here. So far, it's this is a beauty. There's a little bit of slowdown there. I think it's just curious about that car. What's it doing? It is parked on the side and stationary, not moving, so we shouldn't really have an issue. Wants to change lanes over here, and then changed its mind. Now we continue straight. Another false indicator. Alright, so we are changed now to, we are on the left lane, but we are going to have to merge to the right lane again, because there's an end of, the road ends over here. Come on, you can see that. Yes, it does see it right now, and I noticed it on the visual, and then at a brake, and an indicator, and a quick right turn. Very nicely executed. Very happy with that. And now it does notice that there's cars parked. Wants to make its left turn coming up over here, waits for us to pass that parked car, and then goes left. Nice left indicator. This is such a smooth drive. I tell you what, I am very, very impressed. Notices that lane is a turning lane, switches to the front one. This is like all like really good textbook stuff. Really, really good. I really like this drive. Of course, there's no constraints. We don't have covered lanes. We don't have snow. So yeah, I expected this. I expected it to be a swift drive, but I wanted to see this because I want to gauge. I want to go back and look at this video and see how it performs versus when we get a big snow dump and all the lanes are covered. All right, so we've got the green light. Alright, so it's very hesitant with this stop bus over here. And then I'm gonna give it a tap just because there's a car behind me. Here we go. Yeah, it's very, very timid. Alright. And now that we passed that big bus over there, or a big truck. Alright, so we've got a pedestrian crossing. Car notices them. And a stop and a right turn. Very good. Alright, so we've arrived to our fourth destination. I am going to put our last one over here. We've put our destination on. I just changed the route a little bit, and I will engage FSD over here. Alright, so we come in over here to this very tight intersection. It's a four-way stop. So that car will be able to go ahead, and then we should be able to go ahead. Should be pulled up a little bit more closer to the intersection, but all good. Alright, so far no disengagements. Just a few, I think 2 small interventions. One for a slowdown. The other one I think is also a slowdown. So very impressed. Very impressed. Very happy with FSD right now. 69.25. I think that one. Yeah, it was very good. Let's see if it detects this. It detects the 30 kilometer speed zone. Slows down. Awesome. Very happy. This drive, I tell you what, it's a dream. I wish all drives are like this. So we're gonna have to squiggle our way straight away over here. Let's see how it does this. And yeah, a little bit awkward. Does a turn and then, oh, shouldn't stop here. Shouldn't stop here. I'm gonna tap it to go. So it's trying to stop for that pedestrian over there. So let's see how it does this. Getting a little bit close to that car on the right, but yeah, that's great though. That's very nice. It did that all by itself. Very nice. Love it. sometimes it surprises me on how well it does in very... Oh, all right. This is a disengagement. The guy was like, where is he going? I think it thought that cars must have been like stopped in the middle of the road or something like that, because there's no other explanation. So this is the route that I changed a little bit. We're going to take a left from here, and then, I mean, we took that left and then we're going to go straight ahead for a bit. So it's creeping forward for the stop sign. I mean, I would do the same thing, to be honest, because vision's a little bit occluded on the left and the right, and we're getting too... Yeah, I don't know why it did that. It doesn't think that there's enough space for two cars, so construction stop sign looks similar to a normal stop sign. Very interesting. As you can see in the visualization, looks like a normal stop sign. It is clear, so we're good to go. Nicely handled. A little bit of a... Okay, so we went for a complete break. There's nobody behind me. Not really sure what's the reason behind that. It is struggling a little bit. Okay, so we come to the stop sign, and then we should be taking a right. It's very clear on the left, but it's kind of... A lot of cars are parked there, so we can't really see. Alright, so here we are following a garbage truck. Let's see how it's going to handle this one. Oh, so it decides to go around it. Awesome. Very good. Hey, keep going, buddy. Come on. Nice. Okay. Very well handled. I really like that. All right. A little bit of a bumpy ride. It's going a little bit too fast for my liking over here. I would be a little bit more cautionary. It shouldn't really stop for this. This is a drive through. And we should be a little bit on our right over here just because of this hill. Alright. Yeah, and we're on the opposite driving lane right now. I'm going to reduce the speed since it's 30. It really didn't detect that. So, if you guys like this video and you like my test, please go ahead and like my video, and please subscribe to my channel to follow my content. Really appreciate that. So far, it's doing really good. Alright, so we're coming up to a stop sign. There is some survey person working in the middle of the road. We come to a complete stop here. It's just being a little bit cautious with that worker on the road. And there's a mailman also on the road. Also very cautious. Nice. No hesitancy. Doesn't stop or does any weird behavior. So happy with that. Okay, and the left. And we're slowing down for no reason here. I'm going to give it a tap. This is not... I don't want to encourage it to do that. So we're coming up to this roundabout. We normally take this roundabout straight ahead, but we are coming on an angle over here, and please don't make me disengage. Alright, it's just getting a little bit confused with the snow, with the little bit of snow covered on the lanes, but it does it very nicely. Okay, after it figured that out. Okay, that's not too bad, not too bad at all. Very happy with that. Well, I'm not very happy with the way it approached it, but inside the roundabout, it did well. Okay, so yeah, 3-4 maybe interventions, tapping on the accelerator, and then one disengagement just because of that car that thought it was parked in the middle of the roadway. So here's a 3-way stop. It's waiting for our turn, so after that car, it should be our turn. And here we go, we've got the release on the brakes. It's being a little bit hesitant. I'm just letting it do its thing. Alright, people are probably hate me over here. And then it gets confused over here as well. Alright, so it was gonna go off the rails over here. Not really sure what that was all about, and I don't know why it finds this very difficult. I think it's just because if you look at the map data, it looks very jiggly, I guess. So I'll wrap up over here. This is our end of our last waypoint. We reached it. So thanks everyone for watching. So yeah, 2 disengagements, unfortunately. Yeah, when I do snow drives, or like snowfall at the same time drives, it's it's good, and we probably get like 2 or 3 more disengagements than what we get right now. So probably around the 5 disengagements for this drive. So I think we should just keep doing this test and keep the waypoints. Stop for these folks over here. Do we see any dog visual? No, we don't. Just because there's a lot happening there. I think she's got a trolley and a dog and everything, so it shows the trolley only. Yeah, so thanks for watching, and stay tuned for my next videos. I'll be doing another tests with 69.25.1, and yeah, looking forward to version 11. We've been saying this for a couple of months now, probably, but yeah, when version 11 hits, I think there's going to be a big setback, and we're probably going to see some some really bad behaviors, and we're going to have to rebuild and have minor updates to fix everything. Just the fact that V11 or version 11 is taking such a long time for it to roll out is a sign that shows that version 11 is not going to be a very stable release. So yeah, maybe I'm wrong. You never know. With these things, we can just predict and think about it, or talk about it and discuss it. But in the end, Tesla always surprises us with something else, always the opposite of what we think. So thanks everyone for watching, and I'll stop rambling over here and start. I'll go back home and try and do another test. Thanks everyone for watching, and have a nice day.